What if I told you there is no loyalty when you cross over to the media from the player side? And you can't protect anybody. And you got to know that going in. But what Kendrick just said about LeBron is downright shameful.
You motivating us, bro.
I lost some friends.
I know.
I read the
Yeah,
media. Russ, KD, Braun. Like I had to speak on it though. You know what I'm saying? And it be hard situations, bro. Like we talked about the McDonald's game, and like Braun got mad at me because we was talking about Bronny. You know what I'm saying? About the draft. I really didn't want to touch on it because I'm like, bro, first of all, we shouldn't be talking about the 55th pick. Like, I get it, it's his son, but then we get to diving into it, and then next thing you know, sometimes you get that microphone in front of you or that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I got to go all the way there.
Now, Perk, don't be bashful now. You know why you lost all three of their friendships, right? No matter how much you tried to defend them, you talked about all three of them, even their son.
We're talking about a young man that's possibly going to go late second round or not getting drafted at all. I've never, in my 4 years of working here, I've never sat on the table where we're talking about a second round pick. $47 million or $48 million a year, being one of the highest paid guys in the league, to actually playing for a veteran minimum. If he don't show the rest of the NBA that he's willing to sacrifice, that he's willing to put his pride aside, that he's willing to take a lesser role. If Russell Westbrook could come out and be efficient, take a lesser role, put his pride aside, then guess what? He's going to extend his future. He's going to get a bigger payday than a veteran minimum. Every single team doesn't mean your best player is the leader. Hell, when I was with Oklahoma City Thunder, it wasn't KD, it wasn't Russ, it wasn't James. I was the one leading, along with Nick Collins.
And let me say this, Perkins, by no stretch of the imagination, is an outlier. This happens with every single player that crosses over into the media space. You got those old relationships that you build on your old teams, your old college scouts and your old teammates, and you want to always do right by them by not touching on anything that might affect them in a negative way. But it's impossible to affect them all in a positive way once you get into this media space. You have to report on the news. Regardless of who he is. LeBron James, he's a shrewd operator from what we hear. And he wants to control the narrative, both him and Clutch Sports, to a large degree. So it's not surprising to me that Perkins is speaking on this. It's actually shedding light on LeBron James that a lot of things that people are saying about him is true, that he wants to control the narrative. And if you go against that narrative, i.e. Stephen A. Smith, you get dealt with. And Stephen A. said right now that LeBron is really feeling some type of way because he doesn't feel like he's the GOAT, the greatest of all time. I really, truly don't believe it's that simple of a thing. I just think that Stephen A. over the years have affected LeBron in so many negative of a way, so much negativity that's spewed out of his mouth. Even though Stephen A. has defended LeBron in some of those finals that he lost against Skip Bayless. It was Skip all the way that was just tearing down LeBron's legacy those first couple finals runs. And it seemed like Stephen A. actually was defending LeBron. Fast forward a couple years later, or actually about 10 years later, and Stephen A. is on the chopping block. And listen, these guys are making a lot of money. The pro athletes that were making millions upon millions of dollars, they have a certain lifestyle. And they actually got to still fund that lifestyle after playing. Now, most of them aren't good with investments and setting themselves up for retirement. So these new media jobs that's opening up, these new media contracts and endorsement deals and some of these casinos and poker companies that's getting behind these podcasts are making large amounts of money. So you can't fault Perkins for actually doing what they want him to do, which is speak on the real and speak on the news. And Perkins has pretty much said he lost friends behind messing with Stephen A. Smith. But he does feel a sense of loyalty to him because he helped get Perkins a $700,000 contract, one of his first contracts. And you know Perkins probably went back in there and they gave him more money because Perkins got actually an audience, a following behind him, just by the way he comes across like this big aggressive guy, but that has some knowledge to him. Now, Charles Barkley will say about Kendrick Perkins that he knows nothing about the game of basketball, but he knows something. He was able to get one championship with the Boston Celtics, and Charles Barkley has none. And I don't know what the math is on it, but I know Danny Ainge shouldn't have traded Kendrick Perkins because right when they traded him, Boston never won another championship again. So he had to be somewhat important on that Celtics team, the glue and the guts of that team, him along with Kevin Garnett. So you need to really understand that, yeah, hey, you can't fault these guys for speaking the truth. I don't think they should be losing friendships, but hey, you're powerful as LeBron is as far as the NBA is concerned. You do what you want.